Imagine a flash of lightning on the basketball court, a player so fast, so brave, he seemed to dance through giants. That was Allen Iverson, a true legend. He was small in size but huge in heart, playing every game like it was his last. He had amazing moves, scoring points with a fiery spirit that lit up every arena. He was known for his courage, always fighting, never giving up, a hero to so many fans who loved his raw passion for the game. But even the biggest heroes have moments that puzzle us. One time, Allen Iverson stood in front of many news people, talking about practice in a way that made everyone remember it forever. He repeated the word over and over, his voice full of strong feelings. It was a viral moment, seen by millions, and it made some people think he did not care about important things. Many thought it showed he was not serious about his job. Yet, this famous moment, often called the practice rant, was famously misunderstood. What people saw on the outside was not the whole story. Behind those strong words and that upset face lay a hidden truth, a much deeper tale of human feelings and struggles. It wasn't just about basketball at all. It was about a person hurting deeply, trying to stand tall when his world felt like it was falling apart. The year was 2002. Allen Iverson was the superstar leader of his team, the Philadelphia 76ers. He had just led them on an incredible journey the year before, even making it to the big championship games. He was the most important player, the one everyone looked to when the game was close and tough. His teammates trusted him completely, knowing he would always give his all. But in 2002, things were not going as well. His team had just lost a very hard playoff series. A playoff series is like a special tournament at the end of the season, where only the best teams play to win a big prize. Losing in these big games is always tough, making players feel sad and disappointed. They had worked so hard, practiced so much, and still, they did not win. On top of that sad loss, there were whispers everywhere. News reporters were saying that Allen Iverson might be traded away from his team. Imagine loving your job, giving it your all, and then hearing that your bosses might send you to another city, another team. This news caused huge professional pressure for Allen. He loved Philadelphia, he loved his team, and the thought of leaving was very upsetting. This professional pressure was a heavy weight on his shoulders. He was trying to lead his team, to play his best, all while hearing that his future was unsure. It made every game, every practice, every press conference feel harder. He had to show a brave face, but inside, the worry grew bigger and bigger. He was carrying the weight of his team and his own unknown future. But even this immense professional pressure was not the hardest thing Allen Iverson was dealing with. There was a secret, a much bigger sadness, a hidden, personal tragedy that no one outside his closest circle knew about. This deep private pain was the real key to understanding his famous words. It was a sorrow that went straight to his heart and stayed there. Allen Iverson had a best friend named Rahsaan Langford. They were not just friends, they were like brothers, growing up together in the same tough neighborhoods. Rahsaan was always there for Allen, through good times and bad. He was a trusted voice, a close confidant, someone Allen could lean on no matter what. Their bond was deep, strong, and true, a friendship that lasted many years. Rahsaan was more than a friend. He was family. He was a person Allen loved very much, someone who understood him completely. They shared dreams, memories, and the hard lessons of life. Having someone like Rahsaan in his corner was a source of strength for Allen, a constant reminder of where he came from and who he was, beyond the basketball courts and bright lights. Just a few months before that famous press conference, something terrible happened. Rahsaan Langford was shot and killed. He was gone suddenly, forever. This was a shocking, heartbreaking event that hit Allen Iverson with incredible force. It was a loss that changed everything for him, leaving a giant hole in his life and in his heart that could never be filled. Imagine losing your very best friend, your brother from another mother, in such a sudden and violent way. The pain is unbearable. Allen Iverson was experiencing immense grief. This wasn't just sadness, it was a deep, aching sorrow that made it hard to breathe, hard to think, hard to do anything. He was heartbroken, confused, and filled with a pain that most people cannot even imagine. He was trying to play basketball, trying to be the superstar everyone expected. He had to put on a brave face for his team, for his fans, for the cameras. But every jump shot, every dribble, every cheer from the crowd felt heavy with his sadness. His body was on the court, but his mind and heart were often far away, remembering his lost friend. He was trying his best to keep going. He had to hide his pain. He could not tell everyone about his personal tragedy. So he kept it inside, trying to be strong. But the grief was always there, a heavy blanket wrapping around his spirit, making him tired and worn out. Behind his tough exterior, Allen Iverson was fighting a battle no one saw, a silent struggle against immense sorrow, trying to keep it all together. So on May 7, 2002, Allen Iverson stood in front of many news reporters. It was a mandatory press conference after his team's playoff loss. The room was full of bright lights and flashing cameras, with many people eager to ask questions. This was a normal part of his job, but on this day, everything felt different. He was already emotionally drained, holding so much inside. The reporters asked him many questions. They asked about the game, about the team's future, about the trade rumors. They were doing their jobs, asking what everyone wanted to know. But they did not know about the deep grief that was tearing Allen Iverson apart. They had no idea about the personal tragedy that overshadowed everything else in his life at that moment. Then, one reporter asked a question that seemed simple, even small. He asked Allen Iverson about practice. Just one word, a seemingly innocent question about his commitment to training. But for Allen, it was not just a word. It was a spark that lit a fire, the last straw on a camel's back that was already breaking under unimaginable weight. For Allen Iverson, this question about practice was like the final drop in a bucket that was already overflowing with sorrow, grief, and professional pressure. It was a question that felt unfair, uncaring, and completely missed the point of what he was truly going through. It pushed him past his breaking point, unleashing all the emotions he had been trying to hold inside. He started talking, his voice rising, his words coming out fast and strong. He wasn't really yelling, but he was very passionate, very upset. He spoke about practice, repeating the word over and over, trying to make the reporters understand that there were bigger things to worry about, bigger things he was dealing with than just one training session. He was trying to explain his heart. He kept saying, "We're talking about practice, man." He said it many times, his voice full of frustration and pain. He felt like the reporters were missing the whole picture, focusing on something so small when his world was crumbling. His words were raw, honest, and filled with the kind of emotion that comes when you have nothing left to give, when you are completely exhausted. When people saw the video of him talking about practice, many just saw an angry player. They did not understand the context. They thought he was being disrespectful, that he did not care about preparing for games. This created a public perception that painted him as difficult or lazy, which was very far from the truth of who Allen Iverson really was as a player and a person. This was the infamous moment that everyone remembers. It became a viral sensation, played over and over again on TV and the internet. The clip of Allen Iverson saying, "Practice," became a joke for some, a sign of defiance for others. But almost no one knew the real, heartbreaking reason behind his words. It was a moment of deep human vulnerability, masked by anger. But they were wrong. The people who judged him did not see the hidden pain. They did not know about the grief he was carrying for his best friend. They did not know about the professional pressure of losing and the trade rumors. They only saw the surface, not the deep, troubled waters beneath. This misunderstood moment was a window into his soul, if only people had known how to look. It was not truly about practice. It was about a man, a superstar, who was at the end of his emotional rope. It was about his heart hurting so much that it could not hold any more sadness or frustration. The question about practice was just the trigger for all the unspoken pain to finally burst out, a raw, honest outcry from a man who needed understanding, not judgment. Allen Iverson was a superstar, yes, but he was also a human being. He was dealing with a profound personal tragedy while facing immense professional pressure under the brightest spotlights. His rant was not an act of defiance. It was a desperate expression of grief and exhaustion, a glimpse into the incredible weight he was carrying all by himself. The rant remained famously misunderstood for many years. It became a symbol of Allen Iverson's unique personality, but without its true context, it painted an incomplete picture. Now, knowing the truth, we can see it as a powerful, sad, and very human moment in sports history, a reminder that even the strongest among us have moments of deep vulnerability and pain. Despite all this, Allen Iverson kept playing. He continued to be one of the bravest, most exciting players in basketball. His heart was always on the court, giving his absolute best, even when his personal life was filled with sorrow. His resilience, his ability to keep going, is a testament to his incredible strength and love for the game and his team. His story teaches us a very important lesson. What we see on the outside, what we hear in a quick soundbite, is not always the whole truth. It's easy to judge quickly, but it's much harder and much more important to try and understand the hidden stories, the personal tragedies, and the professional pressure that people carry inside them every day. It shows us that we should look deeper, beyond the headlines and the quick clips. We should try to understand the hidden battles that people fight, even our heroes. Everyone has hard times, even the most famous and talented people in the world. Empathy, or simply trying to understand how someone else feels, is a powerful thing, a way to connect with others. The infamous practice rant is still talked about today, but now the full story behind it is known. It is a story not of defiance, but of grief, professional pressure, and the raw human heart of Allen Iverson, a true legend who faced his toughest battles both on and off the court. It is a reminder to always seek the deeper truth, to truly understand the people behind the moments.